The shutdown continues to continue. It is another day. We still have a government shutdown in place. We have Head Start closures. We have the Grand Canyon closed. 85,000 meals for children are at risk. 1,200 Marines are furloughed. 800,000 overall federal employees are currently laid off. Fire management units are closed. NASA work has halted. 1,000 shipyard employees are forced off of the job. It's a long list, Lewis. We could do 15 minutes just of me reading the things that aren't working as a result of the government shutdown. But the big news is this. Big news is that John Boehner could end the shutdown today if he wanted to. He could have ended it yesterday if he wanted to. Putting aside the fact that the shutdown was never necessary, less than 2 days after the government shut down, there were at least 17 Republicans who were ready to pass a clean spending bill, which would not include defunding Obamacare as a precondition or anything like that. All 200 Democrats, of course, would vote to pass that bill, and there is every expectation that they would do that. And 17 Republicans together would get us the number of votes needed to pass a bill. But John Boehner, Speaker of the House, needs to put it to a vote. He has not done that. His office is not currently commenting about whether he's even willing to do that right now. And that's where we stand today, Lewis. So again, John Boehner could end the shutdown right now. The Senate would pass it right away and we would be back up and running, but it is not yet happening. Why do you think that is?
Because I think he loves this. I think this is a huge success for him and for his cohorts. Plain and simple. I think this is something that they've wanted to do for a long time, and it finally came to fruition, and it makes the president look terrible for those who don't really do their research.
Well, remember that we never even needed this shutdown, right? If House Republicans hadn't decided to link the funding bill to defunding Obamacare, a democratically passed and Supreme Court upheld piece of legislation, we never would have had this shutdown in the first place. Democrats and Senate, everybody would have agreed about the budget weeks ago, certainly at least weeks ago. And Americans are not happy with this. If you look at a new Quinnipiac poll, 72% of Americans oppose Congress shutting down the government, specifically for the reason of blocking Obamacare. 74% disapprove of the job that Republicans are doing in Congress. 55% blame political gridlock on the Republican Party, who are, of course, determined to block Obama initiatives. And looking ahead to 2014 congressional races, 43% favor Democrats over 34% favoring Republicans. It doesn't sound like much, but it is actually the widest margin for Democrats measured so far. The correct thing here would be that this completely backfires on Republicans, Lewis. Will it happen? I don't know. It's not that Democrats are drastically different on so many different issues, but factually speaking, Republicans caused this, and they should bear the burden and pay the price.
I hope it backfires, and that's really up to Democrats. How well can they convey this to the public? I mean, that should be. I mean, unfortunately, it is just playing politics, but that should be their number one move right now.